Right now, I want to share with you 7 foods that help me feel amazing at 82 years old. And the last one will truly surprise you. Almost everyone has it at home, but most people completely underestimate it and even ignore it. The first food I want to talk about is oatmeal. Yes, simple oatmeal, the kind many people think of as just an ordinary breakfast. But over the years, I've discovered something important. Sometimes the simplest foods are the ones our bodies appreciate the most. Oatmeal is rich in fiber, which keeps digestion calm and steady. It also helps balance blood sugar levels, which becomes increasingly important as we age. And it contains B vitamins, which support both energy and mental clarity. Whenever I eat oatmeal in the morning, I feel lighter, more energized, and ready for the day. There's no heaviness in my stomach and no sudden drops in energy in the afternoon. About 5 years ago, I began paying closer attention to what I eat. I chose simple, natural foods, and I noticed something remarkable. I started feeling like I was 50 again, my mind sharper, my energy returning, my body lighter. I often tell my husband about this. I even give the same advice to my children. Sometimes I tell them at breakfast, you really should start your day with something simple like oatmeal. But they usually just smile and ignore me. They're still young, and when you're young, you don't always understand how much good nutrition matters. And as we go through this list of 7 foods, you'll see how small, thoughtful choices can truly transform how you feel in your 80s. So, let's move on to the second food that keeps me feeling strong and healthy every day. The second food that helps me feel better every day is blueberries. These little berries may look small, but they are incredibly powerful. Blueberries are full of antioxidants, which help protect our cells from aging. They also support brain health and memory, something that becomes very important as the years go by. I like to add a handful of blueberries to my breakfast or yogurt. Whenever I eat them regularly, I feel more focused and mentally clear. It's almost as if my mind wakes up a little faster in the morning. And before we continue, I want to ask you something simple. If you enjoy listening to life experience and practical health wisdom, please subscribe to this channel. Here, we share simple habits and real-life experiences that can help people feel better as they grow older. Now let's continue. The third food might surprise you. The third food that became very important in my life is walnuts. For many years, I didn't think much about nuts. They were just something people would snack on occasionally. But one day, my doctor mentioned something interesting. He told me that walnuts contain omega-3 fatty acids, the same healthy fats that help protect the heart and support brain function. As we get older, taking care of the heart becomes one of the most important things we can do for our bodies. Our circulation changes, our energy changes, and sometimes we feel tired more quickly than we used to. But foods like walnuts can gently support the body in ways we may not immediately notice. Now, I usually eat a small handful of walnuts in the afternoon. Not a lot, just a few, and I notice something very simple, but very real. I don't experience those heavy waves of tiredness in the middle of the day anymore. You know the feeling. The kind of afternoon where your body suddenly feels slow and your mind feels foggy. Since I started eating walnuts regularly, that feeling happens much less often. My husband actually started doing the same thing after he saw my habit. At first he laughed and said, "So these little nuts are your secret to feeling young?" And I told him, "No single food is magic, but small healthy habits add up over time." And that's something I truly believe now. One simple choice each day may not feel important, but after months and years, those choices can make a big difference. The fourth food that changed the way I feel is olive oil. Now I know this might sound very simple, because olive oil is something many people already have in their kitchens. But the truth is that not all fats are bad for the body. For many years, people were afraid of fats, but healthy fats, like the ones found in olive oil, actually help support many important systems in our bodies. They help protect the heart, support blood circulation, and even help keep our joints moving smoothly. As we age, our joints sometimes become stiff. You may notice it when you wake up in the morning. Your knees move a little slower. Your back needs a few minutes to warm up. I began adding a small amount of olive oil to my meals, usually on vegetables or salads, and after some time I noticed something interesting. My body felt more comfortable when I moved. The stiffness in the mornings became less noticeable, and even simple activities like walking around the garden felt easier. Sometimes we expect complicated solutions, but often the body simply needs better nourishment. The fifth food that I truly appreciate now is garlic. Garlic has been used for centuries in many cultures, not just as a flavor, but as a natural medicine. Older generations often understood something that modern people sometimes forget. Food can also be a form of gentle daily healing. Garlic helps support the immune system, which becomes especially important as we grow older. Our bodies are no longer as quick to recover from illness as they were when we were young. Garlic also helps support healthy blood pressure and improves circulation. And good circulation means that oxygen and nutrients travel more easily through the body. I usually add garlic to soups, vegetables, or simple home-cooked meals. Nothing complicated, just real food prepared with care. And I truly believe that small habits like this help keep the body stronger, not forever, but longer than it might otherwise be. The sixth food that makes a difference for me is yogurt. Many people don't realize how important gut health is for the entire body. Inside our digestive system live billions of beneficial bacteria. These tiny organisms help break down food, support immunity, and even influence our mood and energy levels. Natural yogurt contains probiotics, which help maintain a healthy balance of those bacteria. When digestion works well, many other things in the body begin to work better, too. You feel lighter, you feel more comfortable after meals, and sometimes even your energy becomes more stable throughout the day. Usually eat yogurt in the morning or in the evening, and it has become one of those quiet little habits that simply makes life feel easier. And now we arrive at the most surprising product of all. It's something that almost every person already has at home, something that costs very little, but something that many people underestimate. That product is water. Simple, clean water. As we grow older, our sense of thirst sometimes becomes weaker. That means we may not realize that our bodies are slightly dehydrated. Even mild dehydration can affect energy levels, memory, concentration, and mood. A few years ago, I began paying attention to how much water I drink during the day, and I noticed something remarkable. My energy improved. My skin looked healthier. My mind felt clearer, and even small daily activities became easier. Sometimes people search for complicated supplements or expensive solutions, but one of the most powerful natural energy boosters has always been right in front of us: a simple glass of water. So these are the 7 foods that help me feel strong and well even at 82 years old. Small choices, simple habits, but together they create a life that feels lighter, healthier, and more joyful